So, what you know about Glock? You probably know that Glock make very good pistols. 9mm, the Glock is a lovely polymer pistol. But that's what you know them for. You say Glock and you think pistol, you think the polymer, kind of boxy, very nice looking pistol. So, you might be a bit surprised to hear that Glock have a very nice survival knife slash bayonet, but I'll leave the bayonet out for now and I'll discuss that in a minute. So, Glock do a very nice Model 81 bayonet. First thing to say out that this, in the UK, I'm not going to say it's rare, it's not rare in the UK. In America you can probably pick these up anywhere, but in the UK I tried to look for one of these for a long time and I couldn't really find them. So I'm not going to say they're the rarest thing in the world, it took me a few months to find one properly, but I finally got one in the end. Problem mate living in the UK. So, let's get on with this, shall we? All the polymer in the sheath, in the handle, anything polymer plastic is the same as the pistol. So you know when you buy this, you're getting quality beyond compare. That's what the Glock pistol is known for, it's quality. So, that's what this knife is probably going to be known for as well. You've got Glock markings on the sheath. You've got, let's take the knife out of the sheath. Glock on the handle too, if you can see that. The knife itself is somewhat lovely, but let's leave the best to last, shall we? The sheath. Sheath is really cool. Belt loop, clip on the belt loop for quick detach. Paracord lanyard on the bottom of the sheath, which I kind of like. Maybe strap it there somewhere. I wouldn't do that personally. And the one thing I love about this knife is it is a quick snap. So all you need is thumb in, like that, and you can take the knife out. So it's really awkward to do on the side. Thumb in and out. And the sound it makes when it clicks is so satisfying. It's known that that knife is not going to come out of that sheath. You're paying for quality when you buy this. So let's get back on. Now on to the good part, the knife. Like I said, the handle is, I think it's actually injection molded, which is pretty cool. This is pretty cool. Means that the handle's not going to come off. Of this knife. It's made of the same polymer that the Glock is made of. It has a small lanyard hole there. You know, if you actually want to use it. I haven't at the moment. I haven't actually taken this out for lots of field testing. This is more of a display piece. It took me ages to get one. I really wanted one. And I'm kind of scared to use it, if I'm honest. I'm just going to keep it as a display. But as a functioning knife, this is great. This is brilliant. I've read reviews online. I have took down half of a tree branch with it, with this double-teethed, serration here. It doesn't look very deep on camera. I'll show you. It's probably like a millimetre deep, but it's great design. If you run your finger along it, it really catches the skin. It really tugs, and you can feel how that would go against the tree. So, let's go on to the actual spec, shall we? The blade, well, the length of the whole knife is 11.4 inches. That isn't a small knife. I think the one thing problem I've got with this is the length is great, but the handle is a bit big. I mean, I've got massive hands for it. If you look at that, I've still got a good 2 centimetres to play with on the handle. It feels a bit too big. They've made the handle a little bit smaller so you can really get up on the guard here. That'd be great, but that's the only flaw I can actually find with the knife. Steel, it's spring steel. Lovely spring steel. If you want the full thing of it, it's actually spring steel, HRC55 phosphate treated blade material. So for all you people out there that know about your metal, that's what it is. But this is spring steel. Like anything Glock, this is made in Austria, so it's the real deal, guys. That's the real shit. Nice little thing to mention is that you'd think that when it snaps into the sheath, there wouldn't be a lot of room for the snap to go into, because it looks like one solid piece. There's actually, I'll show you if I can bring that back, a little hole in the sheath there. Right, snaps. It's a lovely little survival knife. And as I said before, it's a bayonet. Now, what is it a bayonet to? Because that isn't going to fit on your Glock pistol. That isn't going to fit on your Glock pistol at all. this is a bayonet to an AUG. And don't believe me if you don't want, go on the internet and check, but that would fit on the end of an AUG. The person I bought this off told me a small story that apparently AUG didn't like it or something, so they stopped doing it, and it's been come out as a Glock survival knife. But I'm not entirely sure, but I do know this will fit on the end of an AUG. One cool thing I like about this knife, however, is that there is a bottle opener. You tell me what survival... Well, I'm sure some survival knives have bottle openers, but that's pretty cool. Think about it, you're out, you're surviving in the woods, and you bring a crate of beer, you're set, you're fine. The main purpose is this is a field knife, it opens ammunition crates, it's a bottle opener, it's an all-rounder, to be fair. And it looks like, now this might sound bad, but it looks like a combat knife as well. But then people can argue, oh, but what does a combat knife look like? I'm like, calm down, calm down. It looks like it'd be effective for stabbing and cutting if you actually, that is razor sharp, stabbing and cutting, but more on the stabbing because of the narrow of the blade and how thin it is. If you had to defend yourself in a survival situation, I think this would really help. So, that's all I've really got to say about this knife. It is absolutely brilliant. For the money I paid, being in the UK, you Americans might laugh, I paid £50 for this. I think in America that's around $70 to $80. I'm not sure about the transfer, what's it called? Whatever the rate is or anything that is. All I know is that I paid £50 for it, and I'm pretty happy with what I paid for. So yeah, I recommend this to anyone who's bugging out, who goes into the woods a lot and needs a nice little knife, or even collectors, because these are quite nice, to be fair. Coming from a really good manufacturer, Glock, everyone knows Glock. So yeah, strong polymer, good knife. Have a good day, guys.